Today's episode is about the success story of its hero. The hero of this story is an Egyptian doctor who dedicated himself totally and his life to patients and was able to be one of the best doctors in the world. He is a member of the Scientific Advisory Council of the President of the Arab Republic of Egypt. He's considered one of the pioneers of heart transplant surgery in the world, and he has distinguished scientific standings in the field of cardiovascular surgery. Today we're hosting Dr. Magdi Yaqub. Dr. Magdi Habib Yaqub was born in Sharqiya Governorate on November 16th of the year 1935. He studied medicine at Cairo University and majored in cardiac surgery. After moving to Britain, he became a consultant specialist in cardiothoracic diseases at Hartfield Hospital in the year 1962. He then became a professor at the National Heart and Lung Institute in 1986 and has participated in developing heart and lung transplantation techniques. Sir Magdi Yaqub has performed the largest number of surgical transplants in the world, and thanks to him, Hartfield Hospital has become a leading center in surgical transplantation with more than 200 operations performed annually. Then Dr. Magdi Yaqub became Director of Medical Studies and Research in the year 1992. The same year, he was awarded the title of Sir Magdi Yaqub.
You've repeated that one. We've done it now. I think it's ridiculous. Apparently the first MTA form only small.
Sorry for itself.
That's right.
I think she was the Queen of Hearts because of that ability to get through to people, to care so much, and to get to the heart of the matter and to the heart of people. I mean, she identified with some of our patients, and she used to come to these children, some of them are adults as well, and see them regularly, 5 times a week sometimes, paint their nails and their toenails and make them feel important and happy. And she was the Queen of Hearts. There was no regret. I mean, there was a defiant spirit in her. She was vulnerable, yes. She would get hurt very, very deeply, I would say. But there wasn't, oh, I wish I didn't do that. No, I'm going to do it again. This is what I believe in. This is what I want to do. I'm going to do it. And I will do it again. It has influenced me profoundly. I mean, I felt that I cannot continue my work in the way I always did, but I do remember when she was upset or we were talking about something upsetting, I said, God, I said almost jokingly that this will affect my work, and she said, oh no, this is above it. I mean, go and do your magic. This is your duty, go and do your magic. These are her words, and that's your duty, and nothing should interfere with that. So I do remember her words, and think try and do what you wanted the best to be. She did realize that this was a massive power which she wanted to use to a good cause. She was very, very hurt when things were portrayed in the wrong manner. I mean, she did say that. But still, again, that didn't deter her from saying this is a power which can be made to work for charities, for alleviating human suffering, and I'm going to do it even if I suffer myself.
Sir Magdi Yacoob has hundreds of published papers on his own. Hartfield's heart transplant program under his leadership. The transplant program became at Hartfield Hospital in 1980, and by the end of the decade, he and his team had performed 1,000 operations, and Hartfield Hospital had become the main transplant center in the United Kingdom. During that time, survival rates increased after operations, and recovery times decreased, reducing the time patients spend in isolation, thus reducing the financial cost to remove donor hearts. Yacoob would travel thousands of miles a year in small planes or helicopters. Most of his patients received treatment under the supervision of the National Health Services, but some private foreign patients were also treated. In 1983, he performed a heart transplant for an Englishman named John McVircher to enter the Guinness World Book of Records as the longest lifespan for a person with a heart transplant for 33 years until his death in the year 2016. Yacoob was appointed professor at the National Heart and Lung Institute in the year 1986 and was involved in developing heart and lung transplantation techniques. The Chain of Hope Sir Magdi Yacoob established, the Chain of Hope in the United Kingdom in the year 1995, which is a medical charitable foundation that aims to help children suffering from serious and life-threatening heart diseases by providing free medical and surgical treatments. This charity was named so because a series of people involved in this project donate money, medical aid, and other things. During his childhood, Sir Magdi Yacoob saw children suffering from life-threatening heart diseases and severe pain from them so that they could live. Then he decided that he would become a hope for these children by establishing the Chain of Hope. The Chain of Hope has diagnosed thousands of children and has performed more than 600 open heart operations so far. The first step taken by the Chain of Hope to start treating children was to appoint a local doctor in the country of the sick child until his illness was described, where his condition would be examined and all procedures required to bring the child to the UK for treatment. Currently, 2 to 3 children from developing countries are received in London every month when the child is sent. A member of his family is sent with him to accompany him. The center has also introduced many updates to improve the standards of the center's services and to help children in more sophisticated ways. The chain started with a workshop to train medical staff in and outside the UK. College medical units have also been established so that children can receive treatment in their own countries. The chain sends volunteer medical teams to specialized cardiac centers around the world, such as Egypt, Ethiopia, and others, to perform operations for children in these countries. And there are 75 scientists in Magdi Yaqub's team who are working continuously in research to find new ways to improve heart transplants and to heal injured hearts.
Sometimes I feel that it's not people, but it's more ideas which mature and drive people. I feel proud of actually making use of basic science and engineering in trying to understand congenital heart disease in particular, but also valve disease and transplantations. These are the areas which excited me a lot. If we take, for example, valve disease, that has been an absorbing thing for me. I was fortunate enough to work originally with Lord Brock and then Donald Ross, and I witnessed the evolution of homografts and tissue valves. But also I witnessed a whole lot of problems associated with that, and the concepts of getting the very best out of tissue valves and studying how they interact with the body and what is important in terms of preserving both the functional and structural relationship of these valves in terms of the root replacement, the valve conserving operations for aneurysms of the aortic root. I found that really very absorbing, and more recently just why living valves, whether it is the Ross operation or tissue engineered valve, both in humans and animal models, are actually perfect, and how they interact with the body, how they are regulated by biological factors which influence, they can change their shape, size, stiffness. Remarkable, really, at a terrific speed, which I firmly believe that will translate into patient benefit, both in terms of quality of life and longevity.
Sir Magdi Yaqub has performed thousands of cardiac surgeries of all kinds, such as all types of adult heart surgeries, pediatric heart surgeries, in addition to heart and lung replacement surgeries that have been developed on his hand since its inception. Yaqub is considered one of the doctors who performed the largest number of surgeries in the world. As a scientist, his interest in the fundamental mechanisms of the structure and functions of a healthy and patient heart has improved surgical implantation and patient care. After retiring from performing surgeries at the age of 65, Sir Magdi continues to work as a high-ranking consultant and ambassador to support transplants. He's currently the founder and director of research at the Magdi Yaqub Institute in London and Middle Sky, and the co-founder of the UK's Chain of Hope charity. Achievements of Dr. Megdi Yacoub in cardiac surgery: establishing heart transplant surgery in Britain, establishing the Heart Science Centre in London, establishing the Chain of Hope charity to take care of children in third world countries. He contributed to saving the lives of many children around the world, children who were born with a congenital defect in the great vessels, supervising more than 18 PhD dissertations in cardiac surgery, and publishing more than 1,000 scientific articles. Sir Megdi Yacoub has a clear activity in developing cardiovascular surgery programs in the Arab Gulf region, Mozambique, Ethiopia, and Jamaica. Medals obtained by Dr. Megdi Yacoub in 1988 Bradshaw Lectures Award for Professors of the Royal College of Medicine. In 1992, the British Royal Order of Merit. In 1998, Texas Heart Institute's Ray Fish Medal for his achievements in heart surgery. 1999, British Health Ministry Medal for his role in medicine. 2001, Top Clinic Foundation Prize, Cleveland Heart Disease Survival. 2003, Hippocrates Gold Award, Moscow, for his role in heart surgery. 2003, World Health Organization Award. The 2003 WHO Prize for Service to Humanity. 2004, Award for the International Society of Heart and Lung Transplantation. 2006, Gold Medal of the European Society of Cardiology. 2007, awarded the Pride of Britain Award on October 11th, 2007. Presented live from the British ITV channel in the presence of the Prime Minister Gordon Brown, the award is given to people who have contributed various forms of courage and generosity, or who have contributed to social and local development. The jury decided that Dr. Yacoub has performed more than 20,000 heart surgeries in Britain and has contributed to the work of charity for children with heart disease in the developing world, and is still working in the field of medical research. Therefore, he was chosen by the jury to be the prominent figure in the ceremony, and he was awarded the award at the end of the ceremony with the presence of dozens of people who helped Dr. Yacoub save their lives on stage. 2007, he received the honorary citizenship of Bergamo, Italy. 2007, also Medal of Merit of the International Academy of Cardiology. 2011, the Nile Necklace for Science and Humanity. 2012, Medal of the Grace of the American Heart Association. 2014, Dr. Megdi Yacoub was awarded the British Order of Merit for the year 2014 from Queen Elizabeth II of Britain. Rare operation of the child, here Clark. In 2001, when Dr. Megdi Yacoub reached the age of 65, he announced his retirement from the profession of cardiac surgery, continuing his work as a consultant for heart transplant surgeries. Dr. Megdi Yacoub remains one of the most important and famous scientists who have contributed to the development and spread of science in surgery, heart surgery, over many years, to remain one of the Arab symbols that we are proud of.